It's XCOM2. Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we've got a psionic storm to deal with. And last time, we started on our own psionic storm. Experimental psi finally finished. We started research on the plasma lance. Instead of, carrying on with the shadow chamber. We will get around to it, it's fine. We had to juggle some engineering. But we got there in the end, and in 15 days' time, our first psionic soldier will be with us in the form of Troll Pants. One other thing that I didn't take a look at is Choose Psionics Project. So what else can we do here? We can make a Psionics PCS, which is kind of cool. We can perform an in-depth study on the amplifiers. You know what? Maybe we just start running this. If we can run that alongside our regular research, which from the looks of things we can, then yeah, we'll just we'll let that ride. 10 days. It said 28 days, but actually it's 10 days. I'll take it. That's a win in my books. Today, we are blowing up statue in the manner to which we are most accustomed. We're over in Australia for this one. It is Operation Frog Tsunami. There are 19 enemies, priests, mechs, purifiers, abductors, codexes, enemy unknown in all caps, so you know that means business, and then some troopers and shield bearers. So a really sort of eclectic mix of enemies there for us to sort of prepare for, but should make for an interesting time. We're at force level 16 now. It has gone up. Closing in on that magical 20. Not sure how many new enemies are between us and 20, to be honest. But, we'll find out. There are still certainly some enemies that we're yet to see, by the fact that enemy unknown appears in the enemy list, yeah, kind of like stating the obvious. And the sky's blue as well. Amazing, right? So, who are we bringing on this, then? We got psionic enemies to deal with, and that means we want people that can, reliably have death sets. So that's Gwen. What else? We are going to be in a city centre. Of course we are, because we're blowing up statue. That means I probably want to bring... In fact, we'll bring Kurog along in the sniper slot. Now, Archangel Heavy Cannon, Lago Heavy Cannon. We did unlock the Leaf Star firing balls of heavy plasma. Is it this? Or is it... The Leaf Star kind of does look like a heavy cannon, right? Build it. It's not that expensive. I won't feel bad if it's not this. It is this. Amazing. So that's a tier 3 weapon for Kurog now. Which is wonderful news. What else we got? Or what else do we want to bring here? Probably could do with an engineer, I think. 121 experience points on Athos versus 173 on Huckett. Well, Huckett is extremely close to being a colonel, so let's get Huckett on the ground. An assault infantry for sure. Get those melee attacks in the mix there. I do think bringing a sapper is a good idea. I'd like to bring Durthel. Simply because, it's a city, and Durthel is super fast in cities, but I think Durthel might still be a bit sore from the last mission. Yeah, 5 days on Durthel, so no run there. In that case, we'll put it down to experience. So 127 on Zentrisa, or 106 on Kalani. Now, Kalani would actually get up to Major here. We shouldn't see the Chosen, so we'll run a slightly lower ranked Kalani, and then in that all-important 6th slot bringing Nacho does seem like it might not be a bad idea. I am a little conscious of, will we miss a marksman? No, we'll run this squad. We'll fade to black. I'll gear him up, and then we'll hit the ground. See you in a minute. Okie dokie. I do believe this is going to be us. So, we've got Gwen with the black ice and the golden pistol. We've got Kurog with their brand new Leaf Star heavy cannon, Hesh shells, all of the grenades, and black ice as well. The reason I'm fielding two forms of black ice here, primarily just to deal with the heavy mechs and the shield bearers, and of course the Codex is in the mix too. And Talon Round Stasis Vest on Aethel, nothing sort of new or interesting there really. Kalani going for acid, going for frost, and then chucking the Viper rounds with the Disruptor Rifle in the mix there. And then finally Nacho's going to be running Null Lance and Inspire alongside a gas grenade and a Stasis Vest. Heavy weapon suit on Huckett with the Shredstorm cannon instead of the blaster launcher, because Huckett comes equipped with their own version of the blasters, so I figured mixing it up with the Shredstorm cannon kind of makes sense. One other thing I want to quickly grab with Nacho here as well is Fortress. Fortress will make Nacho immune to fire, poison, acid, and explosive damage, which is pretty big. And I keep looking at Kurog's AP and just thinking to myself, well, there's nothing there that I really want. 2 mobility would be kind of nice on Kurog though, so I think we'll slap that in there. And we do have the will here. Reinvigorate, heal some medkits and gremlins, provide an extra action point. So we're saving that for one of our medics. This is probably going to go on to Troll Pants. And is anyone here that could really do with the 9 will? Actually, you know what? Okay, congratulations, you are now a little bit more willful. Yes, that's the correct terminology. Don't have an upgraded secondary weapon for Nacho there, but is there anything that we could throw on here just to give Nacho a little something something? I was genuinely hoping that we had like a mobility, what's it called, lightweight frame, but no such luck. Not to worry. It's Operation Frog Tsunami, which might be in the running for my favourite mission name of the entire campaign. And we're going to go blow up a statue, aka Sabotage an Advent Monument. We got Gwen, Kurog, Huckett, Aethel, Kalani, and Nacho in the mix for this one. And if memory serves, it's only been 10 minutes since we last looked at the map, in my time anyway. If memory serves, yes, we are in Africa. Africa, good grief. Australia for this one. They both begin with A. Completely different parts of the globe. Both pretty significant in size, but I want to say that Australia is actually small comparative to Africa. Most things are. Africa's enormous. Don't be fooled by the Mercator projection. Last time we were in Australia, we were killing a certain warlock. That seems to be something I remember doing.
We're heading into the city center to strike a big target.
In Cairns, Advent Priority Drop. Once again, just want to call attention to the fact that this mission is Operation Frog Tsunami. What would a Frog Tsunami even look like? Would it happen if, like, all of the tadpoles survived? Is that what would happen? Oh, we got a friend. Look at this. We got ourselves a Side Burster. What do you do? Grants 6 shield points to the user and provides low cover for adjacent units. Immune to psionic damage, that's enormous, considering what we're dealing with on this map. Allies gain plus aim. Soldier surrounded by an aura that extinguishes or blocks any mental impairments. This is the best unit we could have asked for. Nacho has Solace as well. So like 2 rounds of Solace is pretty nice. And the shield puts shields around all allies and disorients enemies. And makes Lost swarms. Well, we're not dealing with Lost, but that's fine. And otherwise, it also comes equipped with suppression and a flashbang grenade. This is amazing. What a unit to get. Wow. There you go. Okay, then. Well, now that my excitement over that's gone, what are we doing here? Historically, these missions tend to go in a fashion that means our first fight is where all of the fighting happens. So I'd like Kurog on this roof. I think this corner is going to be where Kurog perches. So we're not going to activate on this turn. Presumably, hopefully, maybe, ideally. All of the above. So let's just push forward with Aethel and see what we can see.
On the move.
Okay,
We've
good.
got advent here.
Bad.
Cover's close.
Very bad. Very, very bad. Although the pounce, I'll take. Maybe not.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Well. Here we go now. This, this is not the greatest open. Let it not be said otherwise. Right. Can anyone do anything here? Yes. Hooker can get a suppression down on the sectoid there, which is going to be extremely valuable because the last thing I want is for someone to get stunned on their first turn of this mission. We'll bring Nacho downstairs as well. Looks like we're in a Advent Burger. Is the sign up somewhere? Can we see the sign? There it is. It's not. It's yeah. It's in alien language. What's the range on this? That's pretty significant, isn't it? Does that mean that we could potentially, like, get Aethel in the mix here? It would be great if we could just slap the shields on everyone. Okay, we can't get Aethel in the mix just now, but that's fine. Just means we hold until next turn. We can get Aethel in the mix. Yeah, stop saying in the mix.
Get it done.
Well, plan of action for Kurog has changed a little bit. Although, not by much. I think we'll bring Kurog forward. It's going to take the complicated route, of course. And then, do we actually just launch one of these grenades, just to get a little bit of work done on the abductor here? Yeah, do it. I really want that abductor gone. I have no time for anyone being abducted.
Bring in the pain.
And I think we go for, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go for an Overwatch with Kalani. And Nacho's Overwatch isn't going to achieve much, but you know, important to let Nacho feel included. Hey,
Advent troops here.
another priest and a mech. I do think that means that Kurog's in the right position. Massive Overwatch from Kalani there. 38%. Managed to nail it. And Aethel's going down. Well, we didn't want that roof anyway.
I'm hit.
Two more sectoids and then a codex. We are really, really just getting everyone on the map involved here. Stunshot doesn't find Aethel, fortunately. And the mind control's just not going to find him either. Psionic bomb. Looks like Kurog's... No, connected. That is so bad for us. This has gone poorly. Okay. Yes. Kurog can do exactly nothing, thanks to that codex. It's just tremendous. Kurog does come equipped with the speed loader. So if Kurog dashes, they reload their weapon. However, I'm kind of actually thinking of letting Kurog eat the psionic bomb damage to get a reload here and then launching the EMP bomb down on the heavy mech. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. I don't love Kurog taking the damage from the psionic bomb. But I don't love that mech being able to do anything. And the stun there just locks it down quite wonderfully. Priest does have sustain, unfortunately. We're not going to see a kill from Nacho on the codex, but we will grab this abductor. Or not, as the case may be. It is still on fire, right? So that's something. Now that would end the turn, so probably gonna bring our shield bearer as forward as we can, and then see what we can do in terms of getting a getting some shielding on folks. Yes, but more importantly than that, perhaps, is getting some disorients out. Not sure. Okay, we got the codex at least, so that's something. Double check. Are you still on fire? Yeah, you're still on fire. Cool. And you're taking at least 1 damage per turn. So that sectoid is dealt with, basically. Okay. Gwen. Gwen. I think we'll use the Psyburster here to actually provide some cover to Gwen. And can we cap this? Yes. Isn't Gwen great? Actually, do we want the fanfire on that just to guarantee the kill? I think that's probably a little bit of overkill, right? Oh no, I've gone for it anyway. Oh well. Hopefully we won't need the fanfire again soon. Probably should have just gone for the melee kill, honestly, but it's fine. It'll let Aethel take care of this guy. And then, yeah, may as well just get some damage on this one too, right? Go. Okay, so we got 5 active. The Sectoid Abductor's dead. Mech's stunned. Priest is chilling. Priest is chilling. What am I missing? The Purifier. Aethel's actually going to be fine where they are then. And as for the Purifier, can Kalani find a shot on it? Bro, it's not going to be a good shot even if they could, right? Do we instead go for the suppression? Well, I think we do actually, yeah, we do. Suppression would allow us to find a better position with Kalani to potentially get some work in on the Purifier next turn. And this civilian is unfortunately exactly where I'd really like Kalani to be. So instead, bring Kalani down, and we'll go for a shot on this priest here, which isn't going to be the best shot in the world, 51%, but still lands it. And it's poisoned and sustaining, so I'm not sure the sustain removes the poison. Doesn't look like it, actually. And there's the 4 damage that Kurog had to take in order to be able to do the work there. No go on the suppression, unfortunately. Although that priest is just confused now, so that's fine.
I'm alright.
Another Codex Sectoid of Venator. That's our new enemy. Venator. Venator? It's a pretty meaty hit from the Codex there, actually. That Purifier burning untouchable on Aethel has turned into something quite unfortunate indeed.
They're trying to flank us.
Yeah, Nacho's just going to shake that right off, thanks to Solace. Okay. 9 are active. And we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 2 more back there, including that Venator that we need to get a look at to determine just what kind of threat we actually are facing. Problematic that Kurog can only see those 2 things. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more for Kurog to do, but it doesn't look like we're going to get our wish, so... Don't know if we want to move Kurog forward here. Or rather, no, we do want to move Kurog forward. The question is actually where? Do we go here, or do we go up here? Up here.
Testing this unit's agility.
I don't love it, but that's what we're living with now. Purifier didn't move. Mech's gonna come out of its stun. This priest is gonna die on condition the poison ticks, so that should be okay. And the civilian was kind enough to move away. This one, on the other hand, is not. I don't love the idea of, well, blowing it up, shall we say. And our guy here would need to reload. Actually, you can go for this shield bash, because that'll trigger the Overwatch. Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. Okay. We've got 2 codexes on the go here. We've got 1 in the back and then 1 over here. Okay. This is a unfortunate situation. Although, yeah, that I really like this civilian being there is just triggering something in my mind that's like, oh, you shouldn't kill the civilian, mate. It'd be mean. Like the actual penalty, if you like, whereas killing this sweet person is everyone takes a will damage. Like will damage. Everyone takes a hit to their will. We could do something like this.
My strike surges
Yeah, that'll get rid of you.
The elders have protected them well.
What happened there was Blade Storm, return fire into the shield. Sorry, the main hit, return fire into the shield, and then Blade Storm. But the damage went out before the animations did. Well, very, very peculiar. But it worked out, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now the question becomes, where does Nacho go? I was really hoping Nacho was going to be able to find a way here, but it doesn't look like that's going to work out in our favour, huh? Probably best here, then. Right, Hooker. Bomb. Where is it? There it is.
Locked on.
This can find a kill on both. That would be ideal. No such luck, though. Congratulations on Colonel, at least. I think Kalani probably just takes care of the mech, ideally. Yes? No.
Shot failed to connect.
Oh, Kalani. I don't love that. But I do want shield wall active here. And I mean, Gwen's got shielding for day. Where did that mech go? You just launched it into orbit? There's its gun. And you should have shield wall. Yeah, you do. You got 5 armor there. I think the reload's the more sensible choice. So we're probably going to see some return fire action. And then there is Aethel, who I think we probably... What was the health on that priest for? Sorry, nothing. Yeah, we'll pull Aethel back. We don't know what that Venator's going to do. We haven't seen one before, you see. High cover, why not? And then, is that going to sustain the priest or kill it? It's going to sustain it.
Come on, focus.
Okay, we still have half the map up in our business. And there's the rest of it, it looks like. There are a lot of codexes out here today. Okay.
My power leaves me. And I
Didn't get to see what damage that dealt to us there. Psionic bomb on Nacho means nothing. Bit unfortunate that it went on Gwen.
I didn't make it through.
Great miss.
I'm under fire.
I'm kind of hoping that our friend there survives this turn, because we've got a pretty good opportunity to provide a lot of disorients. But I'm not sure how much more punishment he can take. Oh, he's actually got 9 hit points and 3 armor, so he's doing okay.
About to get burned to a crisp.
Alright. First question. What do you do? Okay, so we know that the Black Ice rounds are absolutely going to demolish it, which is good. It can clone, deal area damage based on target size stat, which is 130, stuns targets in an area, removing 1 action, and it can teleport. Sure. Alright. Seems fine. Now. Ah, that's what I was doing. I completely forgot what I... Oh, it's got a turn. Cool. Oh, that's so annoying. We can still go for the flashbang here, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we want to get Gwen and Nacho out of this bomb. For sure. And... we've got cooldown on shield charge. What we'll do, though, is bring Gwen here. Go for another shield wall. And then reload.
Let's do this.
Let's see what kind of work Girog can get done on this Venator. 20 damage. Boom. Oh, and it explodes. Okay.
There is wages ever. Re-up and reload.
Isn't Cure brilliant? There's an opportunity here for a beautiful Shredstorm cannon.
On my way.
But I don't know that it's going to have the range that we need. Yeah, although we would be slapping the codexes. Can we get all 3 in there? Is that worth it? I feel like yes, that's going to be worth it, because I don't know that there's going to be a better opportunity than that. And there's no point being greedy. That is going to clone both codexes, but that's not the end of the world. The Sonic Bomb has a, like, global cooldown, I guess you could call it. Where, like, another codex can't use it, basically. So it's been used this turn. I don't love where this one went, though. Can Kalani do something about that, maybe? Ideally, yes. We bring Kalani here.
No problem, boss.
Not you. You. It's a bit of a coin flip, but let's go. Nice.
Impressed yet?
I am impressed, yeah. Okay, that leaves clean up time for Aethel. Does Aethel want to just clean up this Lancer and Priest? I think so. Would be nice to grab that loot, but one thing at a time.
What did you get in close?
Akdoling in this mission in particular is doing some work, huh? Can move Aethel forward a touch, and then Skyfall's kind of tempting, huh? I don't think we need it. I think we just go for the kill.
Feel the power of the Templars.
And then into full cover, if you please. Well, considering the state of the opener to this mission, things have been going okay. We've taken a bit more damage than might be considered as good, but overall, you know, worse things have happened. Worse things have happened in this campaign. I mean, we're not quite out of the woods yet, of course, but so far, I'm cautiously optimistic. Well, there goes all the disorients. A great use of the flashbang there. Priests are so annoying. Our friend is hanging on by the skin of his teeth here.
I was protected.
Leave Nacho alone, will you? Nice dodge, by the way.
Nothing we can
Oh, he put up a good fight. And I'm very pleased he was here. But even the best of us go down eventually, huh? Not my favorite shots from Kurog here. Yeah, I'm genuinely thinking actually that the right shot's probably this one, just to clear off some of the shielding. We'll set Aethel up as well. Won't get rid of all of the shielding. It's still got 5, but actually Gwen might be the answer to that rather than Aethel. Either way, Can Nacho find 9 damage? It won't clone. But it will teleport. That's fine. Bring Nacho forward on the sectoid there. I can't imagine Gwen's going to have much in the way of shots available here. Yeah, not the greatest. Yeah, didn't think so. I should have shield walled really, but I didn't. And now I have to live with that decision. We can run an Overwatch with Aethel. Comes equipped with the old lightning reflexes, although the Overwatch doesn't find him, so it's all fine.
That's how it's done. Stick and move.
And then in actual fact, if Aethel is able to find that codex, that would be wonderful, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, does it? Yeah. Oh, hang on though, hang on. Yeah, he'd need to be out in the middle of nowhere in order to find it. From the looks of things, here would work, but it's yeah, it's a no-go. It's a no from me, Kenneth. Fair enough. Which case we can just grab a flank. Wow.
I got nothing.
I really, really
Running dry on ammo.
love it so very much when like 90% shots and whatnot fail to hit. It was a tempting use of teamwork there, but
It's killing time.
can't find the codex from there, huh? Okay. Ideally this lands, but I mean, yeah, I wasn't really
Still moving.
holding on to much hope there. I think we'll just have to dash forward with Hooker, try and get Hooker into some position to do some work. We've still got 7 enemies left, you know? There's still lots of work to do.
I'm taking fire.
And there goes Aethel's cover.
There's some damage here.
And the Lancers made the smart choice by not going for Aethel, although I'll absolutely take a miss. Especially considering that should... Oh, it's a psionic shield, so it won't remove it. Yeah, that shielding's coming from the priest back there. It's been a little while before the first stasis of the day comes out. But we got there in the end. Another psionic bomb. Come on, man. I was a bit concerned that Nacho wasn't going to find that kill, but they did, so worked out right. I think we'll just dash with Kurov to get that reload in play, ready to do some work next turn. Kalani kind of needs a dash here too. The more I think about that, the more like I probably should have moved Kalani forward way before now. But I didn't, like a fool. Don't think Nacho finds this kill, but the Blade Storm set up. Will on the next turn.
This is my life.
You're chilling. Gwen needs to boogie on out of here, and I think the most valuable way of doing so is just by popping this codex.
Hostile neutralized.
And then hooks. Again, I think we just need to... Although... Actually...
Absolutely.
Actually, I think we'll go for this coin flip. Nice. Big shred.
Dead in the water here.
And that's us. Oh, I was so hoping that that was going to kill it. Can't always get what you want, can you? Oh boy. This no. Oh, okay. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. He's still alive. Oh.
Fire in the zone.
That was a flurry of emotion. Flurry of emotion that I don't appreciate. Yes, please. Man, that gun is capable of doing some serious damage, eh? Good grief.
Ready to engage.
20 on the Venator earlier, and then 17 there. No crit. Absurd. Oh, that was cathartic to watch as well. We are really dishing out the pain here.
Not a problem.
So what's this? The Priest and the Stun Lancer left, right? Never mind. That's what happens when you shoot Aethel. He shoots back. Way harder.
So it is
Means we can
decided.
grab this loot. And then that's us. We just need to put a little blue thing there and go home. That loot leaves a little bit to be desired. It's got to be said, but hey.
Sure thing.
Just move everyone in here. Ready to evac.
NS-15, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges
So-
planted on the double.
Gwen can do the honors. Shield clipping included as part of the regular price for this product. And then that's us out of here.
Moving.
Well, considering the way that mission started,
Copy that.
and aside from the brief moment of
Seems doable.
severe panic about whether or not Aethel was going to be coming home alive, I'm going to consider that
I'm leaving.
a rousing success. And I accidentally evac'd individual rather than group there.
Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
Having that tier 3 weapon on Kurog is awesome. Particular, you know, being able to just trebuchet things from across the map. So, stats. 5 of 6 shot accuracy for Gwen, 4 kills and 47 damage. We had some positioning problems, and I think a lot of those stem from, you know, we had to fight from word go, thanks to probably an ill-advised dash forward there, but never mind. You can't always expect that something's going to pop out and see you when you do move like that. Nevertheless, 3 kills for Kurog and 60 damage. Most hated unit, Venator. I can respect that. 1 kill for Hooker, 27 damage, 1 of 2 shot accuracy. I think it was the right decision to use the Shredstorm cannon when we did. MVP to Aethel, 97 damage and 7 kills with all of the awards. Fair enough, fair enough. 1 kill for Kalani and 33 damage. Actually landing like some really low percentage shots, like 3 of 5 shot accuracy, sure, but like those 3 shots were all like sub 50%ers, I think. And the Overwatch as well was like 39%. 3 kills for Nacho, 71 damage. Always respectable. And honestly, like, the Bladestorm did a lot of work for us there. But that's another statue down. And really, isn't that what this campaign's all about? Blowing up statues. in the middle of a frog tsunami.
Peace and prosperity will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few
And
misguided
being terrified when one of your most valuable units is potentially murdered.
their wisdom, and we
No,
shall
not just me.
overcome
Might just be
this
me.
crisis.
We did see a couple of promotions, so let's take a look at those. Now that we're back home, safe and sound. Got a feeling Athel's going to be out for a little while. 10 days on Kurog, 12 days on Aethel. Yeah, fair enough. Nevertheless, 2 promotions, one for Kalani, first of all, and gas grenade, fire grenade, or acid grenade. Typically speaking, I like the concentrated corrosive simply because, you know, it ruptures robotic enemies, but the more, like, especially as we saw in the recent retaliation mission, actually the burnout is really good too for the chance of panic on incendiaries. And I like incendiary grenades. So, you know what, Kalani? When I can find the way to click on it, you're going to go burnout. And opportunist. Okay, sure. And then new colonel in the mix. Our first combat engineer colonel, I want to say. What we got going on here? Firestorm. Once per battle, attack all units in a complete circle around the soldier's position. Grants immunity to fire damage. So you'd need to be right up in people's business to be able to make use of that, which isn't necessarily impossible for a combat engineer. No Man's Land, reaction shots against unsuppressed targets moving through suppression zone, turned it into a kill zone. I'm not the world's biggest fan of kill zones, honestly, but I can see some use for that. Cloistered shielding, project shields around the soldier and nearby allies. Shields collapse if the soldier's killed. Free action, that needs 2 AP. So it needs to be the first action on Hooker's turn, but it is otherwise free, and you can shield people twice. Sold. Flamethrower gains additional charges. Yeah, I actually think that's probably worth picking up once we can afford the AP cost. Gwen's ready for more, and Kalani's ready for more. Huckett needs a rest. Not bad. And 10 dodge PCS is what it is, you know. More importantly than all of that, I guess, we delayed genetic strengthening. Not countered, delayed, but hey, you take what you're given. And I think that's Kalani, who's changed away from a fear of the Chosen into a hunter of Chosen, which is pretty nice. Going to become less relevant soon, considering how few Chosen there are remaining. But any advantage is a good advantage. So we're back to just chilling out in terms of what missions we have available, which is nice. We'll get back to work scanning for the alloys and crystals then.
Plotting new course.
See what's going to happen to us next. There's a UFO there. And an assault mission to sabotage the transmitter, which would counter Exalt Research genetic combat chips. So this is another mission that we want to do. Another enemy unknown on the ground on this one. Exalt are there too. So yeah, we will take that one, because if there's any dark events that I do want to counter at this point, it's those Exalt ones. Let's get to scanning. There's our UFO friend. And another mission's just popped up to neutralize a field commander. Genetic strengthening counter. Psionic hunting squads have been spotted in the area. Expect additional forces. Another enemy unknown. Sectoid abductors. Predators. So that's a pretty spicy looking mission. But one that we really want to do. These missions are starting to look a little bit scary based on the enemy list. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. It's left 28 hours. We could scan for a touch longer then. Alright. Oh, no. A little bit further. A little bit more. There we go. So, next time. Sabotage transmitter. I do believe that's going to be a purple friend. But we want to counter that for sure. So that's what we'll do next time. And these two may be our last 2 missions of the month. Well, our last 2 random missions of the month. We ideally want to sort of get the Black Site Vial Coordinates mission underway here sooner rather than later. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we will. How long's left on Troll Pants? 12 days. That ain't bad. Yep, we'll leave it there then. Thank you very, very much indeed, as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.